billing is committed every month. In addition, I would like to talk about the drawbacks and the benefits of each of these plans. For prepaid, we are able to keep track of our expenses and usage, and there are no overage fees. The rate per minute is fixed. There are no contracts, no added fees or taxes, and the minutes roll over with a timely monthly top-up. However, there is a limited data plan. The price of the phone is charged full. It is not subsidized like that in a postpaid plan, and it is a hassle to get a top-up card just because there's more paperwork and it might be inconvenient for our customers. In addition, postpaid plan, it has many benefits. It has a better data plan, better coverage, better choice of phones. The price of the phone is subsidized. And lastly, it is more suited for our customers as proven by our statistics. On the disadvantages, the rate per minute is more costly. There's no easy ways to monitor our usage and our expenses. It requires a contract, and the mandates which are enforced require early termination. Now Corey will talk about the differences in the accounting standards.
Okay. As you know, there's been a recent change from GAAP to IFRS in Canada, and this is going to have some implications on how we do our accounting policies. The first I'd like to talk about is the matching principle, which states that expenses are matched with revenue as they're incurred. This isn't going to change much between our post and prepaid plan. However, under IFRS, it is much more accurate, which will give our it'll just make our we will be more accurate with our accounting. Okay. The next one I'd like to talk about is the revenue recognition, which will change a lot from our postpaid to prepaid. It states that revenue is recognized when earned and not when realizable. And with the postpaid revenue, this means that since we provide the service then get the money, we will instantly be able to recognize it as a revenue, and we will set up an accounts receivable or cash if they pay in cash. And with the prepaid, we used to get the money before, so we have to set up a liability such as unearned revenue, so in prepaid we didn't have any financial problems like risks as we were getting the money before the service. However, now with the postpaid, we have the risk of uncollectible fees, and these uncollectible fees, the profit potential from the postpaid market outweighs them greatly. So I would now like to give Ambrose, who will go into detail on the financials of our entire plan.
Thank you, Stuart. So our mandate clearly states that we are to generate a profit, and the postpaid service will allow us to do that. We see with postpaid service we have greater profit potential, and which implies increased revenue stream. However, there are startup costs that we must incur to get ourselves into the postpaid market. So now we look at the revenue. We have two sources of revenue. First is the sale of our HPC phone for $100 per phone sold. And furthermore, we have our average revenue per user, which includes the monthly fee and the texting and browsing package of $15. Our target market of 18 to 29-year-olds has proven that they are avid users of both texting and browsing. That is why we assume that the majority, if not all of our users, will opt for $40 per month. And now we move on to our costs. The average card for smartphone is $300. Again, because we are in a postpaid service, we are subsidizing the cost of the phone, but we still incur the $300. Again, we are selling in many different retail outlets, which implies that there's a sales commission of $88 per sale. Also, as Vidura mentioned, we are part of the Bell Group. That means that we have to pay a network and access fee of $23 per user per month. Finally, we have our cost of advertising and promotion of $75,000 per month, with the exception of June, August, and December, of $140,000. In June of 2012, we're trying to increase our advertising so that we can develop our brand and have an effective and successful product launch in July of 2012. Furthermore, in August and December, we want to take advantage of the fact that increased sales happen because of back to school or the holiday season. Now we have a few projections for the coming years. This chart is projections for 2012. We see that we're consistently having 20 to 25,000 new subscribers per month, with the exception of August and December, again for seasonal reasons, 40,000, 45,000. But from there afterwards in 2013 and 2014, we project 20,000 new subscribers per month and 30,000 new subscribers per month in August and December. This is calculated through taking the average of our 2012 projections, which equals 30,000, and we downsize that to 20,000 to allow for budgetary slack. Again, we have done much research into this postpaid market, but we lack experience. And the 10,000 subscribers deducted is to account for any variances that we may face in the future. And also, our prudence and conservatism in our projections allows us to show you that even with a low number of new subscribers per month, we're still very profitable. And finally, we took 20,000 per month for consistency issues in our financial statements. Now we look at our net cash flow over time. If you refer to Appendix B3 in the report, we have the actual statement, but we just want to give you a visual representation as of now. You see, this is for year 2013. You see from January to November of 2013, we have a substantial deficit. And as a CEO and CFO, this must be disconcerting. But we do have means of which we can finance that, and we chose to opt for internal financing through our retained earnings from other VMC business groups. We do this because we want to show the entire market that as a company we are self-sustainable and we can provide for ourselves without looking for external means of financing. Furthermore, we do not want to incur any interest expenses, and we do not want to accumulate debt for which we'll have to pay back in the future. So as we can see, starting from November 2013, we will continue to have positive cash inflows. And now we look at our budgeted net income. You see that for the year of 2012, we have a net loss, which is standard for many companies entering a brand new market. There are many costs associated with going into a new market, and revenue is, we can't exactly estimate the revenue accurately, but with our projections, this is what we came up with. Okay. And yeah, so we see with our 2013, we have, again, we faced a net loss until September 2013. And from thereafter, we have positive net income with a little dip in December. But the difference between our positive cash flow and our positive net income is due to our collection policies. Again, our collection policies are from 0 to 30 days. We expect to collect 80% of our revenue. From 30 to 60 days, we expect to collect 15%. And from 60 to 90 days, we expect to collect 3% of our revenue. And we see our income for 2014. From January to July, we see consistent growth from $22,000, $2 million to $4 million in net income, roughly. The exact numbers will be in Appendix B5 of the report. So we see that we're able to continually grow throughout the year, and we're expecting net income to continually rise as we pursue our market. So overall, we see that we realized positive cash inflows starting in November 2013 and positive net income starting in 2013. This shows that yes, in the short run we do incur a loss, but we have amazing profit potential in the future. And that we need to act now if we want to realize that profit potential. And we want to board to talk about the features and how we can connect other VMC business groups.
Thank you, Ambrose. So, our total product offer is not only an amazing phone plan, but it's also something that offers rewards and provides incentives for our users. This gives us a competitive advantage and sets us apart from other service providers. We're doing our best to help subscribers save money by keeping monthly payments fairly low. So, the features of the MyTime monthly plan, well, essentially it has no extra fees and exclusive benefits for members, such as discounts at popular clothing stores, access to pre-sale tickets for concerts and other events, as well as exclusive contests that our only members can enter into. In addition going to establish a reward point system. So for each month of phone usage, 10% of their bill is equal to the number of points. And for prepaid to